Hi, this is Roger. Thanks for dropping by. There are times when I could get so cross I could rip a tissue. My boiler part, I sent them an email saying, what's going on with my part? You don't seem to have dispatched it yet. Well, they answered my email today, sorry, out of stock, and cancelled my order. So thanks for that. So I went straight on eBay, found the part, bought it, and it's already been dispatched and will be delivered tomorrow. Now, I'm going to just smack myself around the back of the head to remind me to think. Because that's what I should have done in the first place. You've got guarantees with eBay, paying with PayPal, rather than just going to a random site that just sounded good at the time. So a quick reminder to self, do it properly, don't be silly. That thing could have all been done and sorted by now, especially as it's flipping cold at the moment. But weather's going to warm up. This is good stuff. Somebody asked me how the hairy thing was doing, so I'll just tag this on. That's all I'm doing at the moment is somebody said, how is Hairy getting on? So here is Hairy. And Hairy has quite large buds now. It's strange actually, because this plant looks like it's going over. It looks like it's in a bit of a bad way, but basically it's just out of season. It's coming into its autumn, which it should have done 4 months ago, well 5 months ago really. So it's just out of season. So, you know, last year's new growths obviously started late in the year. I mean, I got this plant in June at Malvern, and it had signs of new growths. Now those new growths grew on well, but they should have started in March, not in June. So they matured late. They effectively matured in winter time. So once the growths actually mature, then they do eventually become deciduous and drop their leaves, like that cane there. That's a deciduous one. So basically a few leaves are going to go, but in the not too distant future now there should be some more new growths starting, and some existing growths. I don't think I've got any growths that are still growing at the moment, so I'm expecting some new ones soon. I mean, this plant pushed out quite good root systems under a lot of its canes, but some of these canes are now going to lose their leaves. But as far as the buds are concerned, they're swelling up quite nicely. There's only 4, but that's 4 more than I thought I was going to get. So there's 3 on the what is in effect the largest cane, and that's not one that grew from the point I got the plant. That's one that was well underway when I bought the plant. So that is the most mature cane on the plant, I would think. And then that other cane has just got the 1 bud at the top that's away behind the other 3. I mean, these other 3 are, I don't know how far away from opening they are, but they're not huge blooms. So that could be opening soon. But yeah, I'm effectively looking for new growths now. And again, because the plant's out of season, the next lot of new growths are going to be starting late. You know, it's nearly May. They should be up and running by now and pushing on. But they're going to start late. But if I can get them to start in May, that's a month earlier than they started last year. Plus this year, they're not going to get disturbed. Because obviously once I got this home last year, I effectively took it off the mount it was on, because I didn't like the piece of, it was on like a piece of cork tile, which I didn't like. So I thought I'll remount it now while it's in growth. And yeah, it took off reasonably well. But it was a disturbance. So obviously, you know, there was a disturbance last year that this year it won't get. So whatever happens to this plant this year, it can just get on with it without any root disturbance or anything else. But yeah, buds are pushing on, which I think is what the question was really about, rather than how is the plant doing. But yeah, I think you can see the newest growths have got a purple tinge to them, and quite bright, you know, upright looking leaves. They're obviously new. So this cane hanging down to the left of the shot now, and the one immediately above the cane with the buds, those are still quite new growths, even though they did grow on through the winter. And most of the others are going a paler colour, and then eventually the leaves will drop. And some of those canes may be next year's blooms, you know, ones like these at the top. They don't have to be huge canes to bloom. I mean, proof of the pudding there, you know, that's a very small, weak cane there, but still got a bud on it. So, yeah, that's how it's doing at the moment.